Hi, I'm Jale and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a generalized energy reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and all Venus signs for the month of October 2019. Okay, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest because it is a generalized reading. This isn't probably going to resonate for absolutely everyone, but I'm hoping to get as much as a sort of either a message for everyone or just the most needed message to get out there. That's essentially how I do these. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to link in with Spirit and get some channeled messages for you guys. Then we'll pull some tarot cards here. I'm using the Prisma Visions Tarot by Jale R. Eads. And then we'll pull some oracle cards to get some outcomes for what will be evolving or developing through this month. So the tarot cards are really just to kind of clarify the channeled messages and also get a bit more information. So let's start. Let's link with Spirit. Okay, so first of all, the first thing I need to say is don't look back. Whatever you do, don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. It's like they're saying it over and over and over again. Just don't look back. Keep going. Keep going. You've got this. You've got it. You've got it. So I don't know if you've been making a decision. Maybe you've made a decision already and you'll sort of keep looking over your shoulders as if to say, did I do the right thing? They're screaming at me. Yes, you did. Stop doubting yourself. I'm sorry if that's a really blunt message, but they're saying someone needed to hear that. They're saying it's true, you know, it's true. They're kind of giving it for your peace of mind and your overall well-being. So I don't know if this was keeping you up, if it was maybe causing a bit of mental conflict. Maybe you were doubting and because doubt crept in. There was a bit of fear, and with that bit of fear there was a bit of maybe negativity they're trying to help you with. But someone is in a massive questioning mood. It's like I'm questioning everything. I'm questioning absolutely everything. Like, who am I? What do I want? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? Where am I going to be in 5 years? And it's like they're saying, great, brilliant, you're asking the right questions, but let's pull it back a bit and let's start with the basics, because without the basics, we can't get onto the good stuff, okay? And I'm hearing that song, Que Sera, Sera, whatever will be, will be. They're saying release the reins a little bit of control here, because you don't need to hold on that tightly. And you actually are more than capable of getting through this. And it's like someone really has to get to the other side because they know the stakes. They know the odds. They know what's at stake. Okay, they know what will be at the end. And you know when someone kind of, it's like when you were a kid and you knew that you had to go into the garage and the garage is all dark and, you know, there's spiders in there. You're like, quick, close your eyes and quick grab what you need and run out. They're saying the journey is part of the gift. And yes, it might be like kind of a bit like, let's just kind of grin and bear it. Let's just kind of run through that dark room and close our eyes and hope for the best. But they're saying if you run through all this part of this journey, it's like, yes, there's a gift at the end, but you're missing what else is going to be gifted that is in the now. It's like we're missing the present moment a bit here. We're missing what we're learning. There's a risk that we're going to run past something that we need to acknowledge in the now that is going to actually be needed for the next part. Truth persists as well is what they're saying. So if you've had a nagging feeling, they're saying don't look back. Someone might have been having a nagging feeling about something and they're saying don't look back. If that person's already in the past, that's fine. You are going to get one or two of you though that is also looking at someone in the past that is also doubting whether or not this connection will ever happen, and they're saying it will evolve to a point where you'll understand what the status of that connection is, and it's like if it is going to be in your future, it will come back round. So don't sort of think, oh my goodness, I've ruined this and I've done that, and because they're saying you acted on the information that you had at hand, and they're not expecting you to be, you know, some kind of magician that's going to be sort of pulling tricks out, you know, the sleeve and when they're in an extremely pressurized situation or environment, that they're suddenly going to make all these very conscious decisions, because some people were put under a lot of pressure, and sometimes we don't act always in our best interest, but it's time to move forward with that. It's the idea is that when you're moving forward in this next phase, that you're making these very conscious decisions, so you don't have to kind of doubt everything in the back of your mind, because you made that decision in the right time, the right place. So when you come to this next phase and you're very conscious of what's around you, you won't be able to, and you won't have to doubt anything, because you'll be very conscious, and you're not going to have that seed of doubt, because the decisions you're making, you aren't having to be rushed with, because you're enjoying the journey. Does that make any sense? So it could be that you've rushed past something, made the only decision you knew how, and now you're doubting it, and you're beating yourself up a bit because you feel, oh my goodness, I made such a rushed decision and I shouldn't have done that. And they're saying that's why they're referring to this part of the mindfulness, the present moment, because actually the conscious awareness that will bring, and that your awareness of the present moment will allow you to not have those regrets, because you'll be very aware of what's around you and the decisions you're making, and you won't need to feel that rush, because you getting to point B, you're concentrating on the now rather than just the future, because it's like you're missing out on things, and you won't need to have regrets then, if that makes any sense. There's a reason for all of this. There's a reason for absolutely all of it. Some apparent and some not so apparent until you get to the other side, but that's not for you to worry about, because they want you to stay in that present moment and to focus on the now a lot more. They're talking here about a topic. Now, I don't know if there's a certain subject that you don't like talking about. Maybe you're not acknowledging. Maybe you're... It's like they're saying there's some certain things that you do focus on a lot, and actually you need to let it go because it was part of a lesson. But there's certain things that you're not focusing on, not looking at, but actually that's probably better. So if you're not going to focus on the future or even the now, can you have a look at that? Because it's like there is another topic here that is a bit of a precedence to looking at that first, if that makes sense. It's like we're going from 0.4 to 0.2 to 0.7 to 0.1 to 0.8, and I'm just kind of like, and then regretting 0.8, you know, it's like, it's that kind of thing. Pull it back. We need to pull this back. That's why if we stay in the present moment, it's going to be a lot easier. Hopefully that's helped. Okay. If it hasn't, let's pull some cards to help you. Yeah, you've got some of you guys have got a very good head on your shoulders, but it's like, I feel like someone's beating themselves up for not seeing certain things, and it's like, and so now you're like, right, you're hyper aware, and it's like, right, if I do this, then this, and it's like, you know, come on, let's wind the energy back, pull the energy back, because it's like scattered energy, and then we're missing things. So what can Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs expect to come across, see, find out, discover, go through in October? Yeah, look. So we've got the Three of Pentacles here. So if this isn't a work contract, a work offer, a partnership, maybe there's three of you, maybe there's a rebudgeting, a refinancing, but someone's rebuilding here. And again, they're looking out that window, even though they're sort of, it's like there's a worry, a concern about sort of what will come. Whether, you know, because look, he's building, he's putting the brickwork in, he's making those adjustments, but his focus is off elsewhere. So we need to kind of bring this back. But it's like, and I'm just seeing someone putting something on a table here, so I don't know if it's a letter or contract, but be mindful of the present moment, because they're saying it passes so quickly. And there may be a very lucrative offer coming around the corner that you need to prepare yourself for. 10 of Cups. Beautiful card. I love that card. That's emotional fulfillment. That is your kind of... I'm just getting someone, you know, on the fair, You've got those games where they hit the, what's it called, the strong, you know, you've got to use a hammer and hit something, and the strength, you know, ding, makes the bell at the top, ding, 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 top prize. I'm just hearing that in my head, ding, 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 ding. It's like top prize. So maybe this is a lucrative partnership that's going to really give you a top prize or a big payout. Page of Cups could be a love offering. Okay, 3 of contract could also be linked through work. Maybe there's a love interest that's approaching you. Maybe there's an apology of a love interest. Could be a water sign child. Someone is sending out something and is expecting an answer here. Again, I'm getting a letter. So this could be a physical letter. This could be a direct message. It could be an email. And I'm just getting partnerships here with this, because we've got the King of Pentacles. So this is, you know, stability. If it's not an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, could be you. Could be someone that you're investing a future with. This could be a partner. Maybe you're inquiring about a partner. Maybe this is, you know, you're hoping your 10 of Cups is developing, but this person is swinging on the horns of the bull, and the pentacle is around his neck. So someone has captured someone's interest here. Maybe this apology or this contact from this Page of Cups is coming to be offered to you from the King of Pentacles as a secure commitment for the future, which is going to bring the 10 of Cups, you know. They're talking about it being a stable offer. So this is not just your fly-by-night kind of, this is top of the top, King of Pentacles, very stable, very secure offer, bringing sort of foundations. Again, don't forget that man who was building that house. So could involve a house move. Maybe this person wants to set up home with you. Maybe you're moving in with someone. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles here. So that's the second 3, okay? So 3 of Cups could be a third party. Maybe there's a third party involved at the moment. This is also a reunion. This could be friendship, celebration, drinking, you know, enjoyment, partying, joy, growth, creation. Maybe you guys are setting up shop, setting up a home, like I said. But that's the second 3 card there. So 33 is a very key number. It's the master teacher number. It's about turning dreams into reality. And we've had this is the, you know, the 2-3 cards we've had. Yeah. And now we're getting the full card here. So this is a new start, a brand new cycle, a brand new beginning to everything. It could be that someone needs to take a leap of faith in order to reach that point. Maybe you need to take the leap of faith. Maybe your counterpart. If you're a cross watcher watching this, maybe you're the one that needs to do that. But again, fortune favours the brave here with this. Someone's going to make a bold, brave move. Wow. Now this is interesting, because now we had 2 3s and now we've got 2 4s. Okay, so 2 4s, it's like security, but we've got the 4 of Swords, so that meditative kind of contemplation state, okay, and then we've got the 4 of Cups, so discontentment. Maybe there's a bit of boredom. Maybe someone's offering something to you, or maybe you're offering something to someone else and then they didn't want to take it, or they don't want to take it. Yeah, and also we've got the 6 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So someone's moving away from something that is becoming a burden for them. It could be the person, and it feels like it could be someone that is in potentially a third party scenario. Maybe you're the other person and you're wanting them to come towards you, and you want them to leave their current person. There is a lot of discontentment and boredom, and it's like they're contemplating their moves before they move away, but it will happen, because again, 6, yeah, look, but they're very up and down. They are going to eventually move away from this, but they're very mixed minds. We've got 2 of Swords here. There's a bit of confusion about this, bit of confusion around this situation. Still a bit confused. If it's not you, it might be, you know, again, your counterpart, this King of Pentacles, or, you know, the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or again, if it's not an earth sign, it's again someone that you're thinking of. Yeah, look, again, 8 of Cups. So maybe you're the one that wants to move away from this situation. Maybe you think there's no hope, or maybe the person's moving away from you. Let's check. So for Capricorn, yeah, someone's not seeing something. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. Someone is not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. Someone is not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here. Okay. But they will move away eventually. Okay. They will move away because we've got the Six of Swords. Someone is parting ways with this. So in October, what is... Yeah, look. There could be a bit of competition here. It's like, I feel like external influences, if it's not, maybe there's a child involved, maybe they're fighting custody of the child, or there's way too many cards here. Maybe that has to be resolved in this month before you guys can have a solid fresh start. Yeah, look, we've got money, security. Someone's worrying about finances here. Ten of Pentacles, so this is abundance, this is, you know, stability financially. But you can see there in the card we've got a family holding a child. So it could be that this person is concerned for the well-being of a child, and therefore they are wanting to make sure everything is set up first before they make a move. Yeah, because look, they feel like they're a bit ungrounded at the moment. They can't come forward until this is financially being resolved and that they are secure, because they don't want to come forward, I don't feel, until they know they can offer something. And look, this is their energy. Okay, they're in the Four of Swords energy. That's the third four we've had. Yeah, which means 444 is all is well, is a good path. So yeah, look, and confirming that is the Ten of Cups. So this will have a positive outcome, but the ducks need to be lined in a row. So as per the original message, which is focusing on the future, what can you do now? So for example, if this person was to suddenly realise tomorrow, actually, I've got all my finances in a row, I know that I'm going to move away, and that, you know, my child or the circumstances are going to be taken care of, and I know that moving towards this person is going to be the best for my highest and best interest, right? What can you be doing in the meantime that is enjoying your present moment, in order for when that does come in, that is, you know, you're prepared, that you've done everything, and that you're not just cruising through the journey without really taking everything in, until you're just kind of so focused on the end result that you're not navigating through the now. It's like, are you dismissing friends? Are you declining going out, social invitations? Maybe you're declining dates because you really, and that's fair enough. Like, obviously I'm not sort of forcing you to go and date people, but because obviously you don't want to complicate the situation either. But what can you do to make the best of the situation now, rather than waiting for them to come towards you? Okay, because look, we've got the Five of Pentacles here, so I don't know if this is your energy or theirs. I'll check in a minute, but this is like feeling like you've been left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, worry, anxiety, being kept up at night, concerns, like I'm going over the same information in my head. I'm worried. And again, we've got the Emperor. So this could be a counterpart scenario here, because we're getting the double numbers as well. So it could be twin flame or soulmate. Okay. Two of Swords. Maybe you've got two choices. Maybe they've got two choices between you and them. And the karmic partner, or a partner that they've built a future or a long-term commitment with. There's a lot of anxiety here. Nine of Swords. Okay. It could be with you and with them. All right, so you're mirroring each other at the moment, and that's why I feel like we need to settle this energy down a little bit, because if you're both in that nervous energy, one of you needs to kind of correct that in order for it to impact and mirror the other person. Yeah, look, Knight of Pentacles, this is going to come to fruition. Knight of Pentacles is a solid offer, but it might take a while, it might take a couple of months. Okay, Eight of Swords is that kind of, it's a bit of defensive energy, a bit sort of, I need to, again, Six of Swords, moving on. So they are coming towards you, but they will move on from their situation. But Spirit are just saying, when the time is right, and when your time is right, it's because I feel like the Three of Pentacles that came out at the beginning could have been maybe a work offer that they want you to look at while this is going on. Because yeah, look, because it's like you are also the King of Pentacles. Even if you're female here, maybe you are being given an opportunity to build your future, so that when you do reconcile, you're both equally matched. Maybe they're building up their pentacles and you're going to be building up yours, so you're in that same vibration. So you're a team with, again, with that Three of Pentacles. It's partnership, isn't it? So maybe that's what you should be focusing on in the now. Yeah, look, Two of Cups. It's reaffirming that will build that partnership. It's an equal match. It could be twin flame, soulmate, but that is going to really help you guys to get onto that on track. Let's see what else Spirit can tell us about the situation. Yeah, look, High Priestess, okay? So either you are the third party that is being hidden, okay? Either there's something about this which is a touch of mystery. So either maybe you know something that you're... This is going to be different for everyone. There's a million different things this could be. So either you're in the third party situation that hasn't been spoken about, it's a secret, and you're worrying about that as well, or there's something that is going to come to light that you already know about but you're not sure about. So maybe you're worrying about something. It's like there's something you might know deep down that you're not looking at because you're so forged far ahead in the future that you're not looking at the now. Do you remember when I said you've got to take in the kind of now moments, because you could be missing something. All right, so if you're not a third party that is maybe being kept a bit secret, okay, a bit of a secrecy around you and this other person's connection, let's say, maybe people don't know about it, then it could be that there's something that is in your immediate surroundings that you're missing, but you know deep down, but you haven't wanted to address. Way too many cards. There's like 100 cards just falling out. Yeah, look, but they just keep reaffirming this person is going to... Let me just confirm. Please give me more information about Six of Wands, please. Yeah, so if it's like they're moving away from defensive energy, so maybe you have had a falling out with that person, okay, and you're thinking there's no hope, and they're not coming back towards you, and... Yeah, look, if that's the case and it is a divine connection, the reason the first part of the reading they're saying don't look back is because we still have things we need to address in the now, and we can address that later down the line when this is in a partnership. Just focus on your pentacles at first, because they're saying it's not over. The Death is in the reverse position, but there has to be a focused effort and a forging ahead. This is the Chariot, okay? So this is a very controlled effort at moving forward and getting things done, okay? So it's like it could also be that you're so forging ahead so fast that there's a cycle that hasn't been able to close out, which is needed in order to get to the end point, which is why they're asking you. So put it this way, if you have a partnership that you are 1000% is not, there's no ending to it, you know there's unfinished business, this is what this would apply to, that there is going to be a second burst of wind here coming up, but you must focus on your surroundings in order to get to that point, because there's more coming with it. However, if this is a partnership that you know it was on its last legs, and that you had an ex 4 years ago that you know there's absolutely nothing to come of it, then I'm not referring to that situation. I'm referring to a situation that you know has totally unfinished business and that it is not closed. The door's not closed. The chapter's not closed. That's what I'm referring to. 9 of Wands. Again, we've got... I'm hearing someone doesn't want to acknowledge something. It could be that this person maybe walked away from you and has another party and didn't acknowledge the connection, okay? And by doing that is blocking out their own sunshine, okay? Maybe they were very distracted by circumstances, that their happiness was put on the line, and maybe that's also caused your happiness to be put on the line. They're saying they couldn't offer anything at that time. Page of Pentacles. They couldn't offer anything significant. They had to rebuild. Do you remember that house, that guy building the bricks and he's getting distracted? That's what he had to do, or she had to do. They had to rebuild parts of themselves first of all before, firstly, they can even acknowledge anything, And then secondly, they can build themselves up to be, and my throat chakra is going mental, to be strong enough to actually put in the effort in order to, you know, have a really solid commitment and a union with you. And this is the thing. We've got the Three of Swords here. So we've got heartache. This is about pain, endings. This is about sort of, you know, disconnection. It's like loss. It's that kind of vibe with the King of Cups. So if this isn't a water sign, male or female you're dealing with, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, let's have a look. Clarify Three of Swords with the King of Cups, please. What is the Three of Swords? It's almost like they're saying, in order to have this divine connection, that person must break up with the King of Cups in order for your union to move forward. Maybe there's going to be different messages for everyone. It could have been a purely sexual connection or purely physical connection that doesn't have... It just feels like there's a bit of emotional discontentment here with that, and it just feels like it's not really, there's no real depth to it. There could have also been a concern over the fact that this person has feelings for you, and maybe you were doubting that, and Spirit is saying they do, but they're just, it can be that they're very stoic in appearance, that they don't tend to reveal too much. Getting the Emperor again. So if this is not an Aries sign, if it's not a divine masculine, then this could also be the full moon on the 13th, which is going to be in Aries. Something significant, revelation leading up to that, because we had the High Priestess. There's a lot of different scenarios I'm getting here. Maybe this person is in a creative field where they feel like they can't work or they can't move forward because they're at a loss with the disconnection from you. Maybe you're feeling that. There's a load of different energies here. I feel like Capricorns have got, it's like I'm getting a mixed bag with this. Someone is not making decisions with a clear head either, and this is, it's coming up with the King of Swords. So if this is not an air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, then maybe the counterpart or you have not been making clear decisions. Watch for your decisions. Again, remember to look around your, sort of be mindful, look around your kind of present circumstances. Yeah, look, because now we've got the Queen of Wands, which is typically the other woman. All right, so they're not a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be the other woman that maybe they're not acknowledging. Okay, so either it's not you, either they're not acknowledging, because we've got the Ace of Cups as well. So either they're not acknowledging their love for you, and they're not making a balanced decision. So maybe they, I don't know, maybe there's a total disconnect in communication and contact, because they've gone, no, I'm going to focus on this, and you're sat there going, well, hang on. You know, did I imagine that? Because I can feel the emotion. I know there's a connection here, but nothing's coming of it. It's like there's a defensive energy going on here, but it's like they're so on their money game, and they're so on their practical finances, and they're so busy arguing. It's like there's all these arguments ensuing. Okay. There's a lot of different arguments that are basically being, you know, sort of happening because their financial stability is on the line, right? And they can't quite figure out that if they just dropped that current connection or that current scenario, that they would be able to make an offer to you and there would be a fulfillment of that. And because the Eight of Wands is in reverse, this is usually about something unexpected coming. So it's like, I feel like maybe they're flogging a bit of a, excuse the expression, but they're flogging a bit of a dead horse here, and they're doing the same stuff and expecting different results. Maybe this is you, or maybe this is them. Again, it could be to do with this child, because that's the only thing they're focused on. Maybe it's that they're kind of staying in this scenario for a child and or, you know, financial stability. If it's not that, there is an apology coming your way. As I mentioned before, it could be that you've warned them of all these things and they didn't listen, and that now they're going to sit and acknowledge that actually that has happened and that you were right, and that you weren't just kind of saying it for your own kind of, you know, just to sort of fill the air with words. You were onto something. Maybe you warned them. Yeah, look, and you are that person's emotional and, you know, entire future, because we've got the Four of Wands here, Ten of Cups. This is like family. This is ultimate fulfillment, ultimate family, ultimate stability. This could also be union. So if you've been sat there going, I'd really like to marry this person, could well be that that's the case. So they're holding on a bit too tightly to this here. There's a bit of stubbornness going on here. There's a bit of indecision and a bit of stubbornness. We've got the Four of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So maybe they're a bit possessive. Maybe they don't want to give up. Maybe they're that way over you, and they're trying to keep you close, but they're also, you know, allowing this to play out with their other relationship, you know. So what's the advice, please, for people that identify with this, please? What's the advice? What is the advice? Best advice? First of all, because we've got the Queen of Cups, it's in reverse. So first of all, I wouldn't be making any decisions at the moment without a balanced kind of emotional state, because the Queen of Cups came up in reverse. So we need to rebalance emotions there. Okay, but the advice, it's like we need to have a bit of resilience here. This is it might take a while. There needs to be a bit of resilience. Okay, and then we've got now the Eight of Wands again that's come up upright, and it's saying, and then unexpected changes will happen. So it's almost like, again, you do you, focus on the immediate with your pentacles and building up your future for you, and then when this person's ready, they will come in. Okay, because it's like that everything will happen as and when it is needed to. And again, look, we've got the Knight of Cups, so we've got a secret admirer here, someone that is maybe standing back a little bit and not giving a clear message about their feelings. And this card is saying they do have feelings, but they can't maybe express them because of the situation they're in. Doesn't mean to say they don't have them. They're in a maturing process at the moment where they need to close out their chapter in the best possible way. Because the thing is, I feel like they're doing it with a bit of integrity, and you want that, because if they were just going to mess over the current partner and then run towards you, well, that's not exactly a good kind of narrative for you, is it? If someone's prepared so easily to do that, because what happens if they get into a situation and do the same to you? The fact that that person's acting in I feel like someone's best interest and is considering everyone, is a really mature way of doing it. Someone is also maybe looking at your social media, spying on you, maybe sort of asking friends about you. We've got a Page of Swords here. So it's like behind the scenes, they're inquiring about things, and maybe you don't have direct contact. Maybe that's your current situation. You don't have direct contact. Oh, look. But we've got the Justice card here and the Nine of Cups. So everything will balance eventually. And the Nine of Cups is the ultimate wish card. So Libra, we're in Libra season. Justice is Libra. Okay, so Libra season ends around the 22nd of October. Okay, so again, maybe you'll get an acknowledgement at the end of October that that person is coming your way. But maybe, you know, maybe they're just give you a heads up to say, look, I know this person isn't my future, you are. And maybe, yeah, look, it could be that you get hints or more of a sign of this, but there's still a little way to go because there's a Hermit here. So this is also Virgo. So it could be that they're trying to plan their approach, and that, you know, you get wind of this, And this is, you know, them preparing and planning. But maybe sort of, yeah, look. But this is also like knight in shining armor. So it could be an invitation. Maybe you get an invitation on a date or get asked out for dinner or something towards the end of October. And there's a prospect of rekindling this. But it's like it doesn't... It's the start of it at the end of October. All right? So it's not maybe a full-blown, you know, let's kind of get back together. It could just be, I'm acknowledging that there is unfinished business and that I want to have a look at this again. Maybe it's that. But we've also got temperance in the upright, in the reverse position. So that typically means that it's like there needs to be a bit of healing here, okay? So if it does take time, just, you know, bear in mind that it could be that you or the other person needs to heal from whatever situation. Yeah, look, we've got the King of Swords that's upright this time. So they need to heal in order to make a decision. Spirit just saying, so if you're on at them going, well, what do you think? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They're saying, be wary of that. Because I feel like, yeah, it's like it needs to be worked on. They need to lay the foundations. They need to build and grow this at a very organic sort of way so that there are solid foundations for you guys to move forward. So it's like they're saying this person's working on building their money. You're maybe going to be working on building your money. And when the time is right and, you know, the seeds have been planted and they've grown and you can pick the ripe fruit is when, you know, yeah, it's when that this will come to fruition. So for the end of October, what is going to be the status of this relationship or circumstances? So between now and the end of October, how will this have progressed? Well, it looks like you're more aligned in your emotions. So we've got the Queen of Cups. And if this is not you, it could be them. Okay. It could also be a water sign. So again, Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. We also had the King of Cups before, so this is a counterpart. So again, could be twin flame union. But they're talking about you or the other person or potentially both of you coming into emotional balance between now and the end of October. Okay, so that is for I think overall for everyone, like there is going to be an emotional balance between now and the end of the month, right? As for the relationship, wow. Well, this is looking pretty decent. Okay, so I feel like we've got 3 groups. We've got 3 outcomes for some groups here for October. For one of you, it's going to be, we're in stalemate. There's a bit of a hanged man situation. So this is not come to a certain point where maybe even you'll get an invitation or contact. It's like there needs to be more time, right? So that's one group of you. The second group is that they feel or you feel left out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles. But then an offer is made with the Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid offering. It's the start of a new cycle, a new beginning. Again, could be linked through work. Could be, again, this pentacle is... It could even be an engagement. Could be a new relationship. So this could actually be offered to you. But one that is balanced, 6 of Pentacles. So give and take is equal. Okay, there's not one party that is being left out. Maybe the third party that person was with is being left out in the cold. Or maybe this person felt left out in the cold by not being around you. But they're coming forward to offer something with the Ace of Pentacles here. That's group 2. The third group is, and this looks like a twin flame group, if I'm being totally honest with you. It's like we've got the 8 of Cups, so they're moving away from the Queen of Wands, the other party, because they are in their divinity, they're in their divine masculine state. Okay, and again, if you're female and you identify as the divine masculine, then maybe, you know, that's you. And if you're the divine feminine and you take it as it resonates, basically. Or if you're in a same-sex partnership, again, like whoever is the divine masculine or whoever's going to be embodying the divine masculine at the end of this month is essentially stepping away from a third party. Okay, now it could be that they step away but they haven't offered anything yet. Okay, all right, and that's what needs to happen. So they step away but they don't come to you just yet, but still they're in that energy, they're in that divine energy. Okay, so they're at their peak power, they're embodying all the kings, they're in their balanced state, and they know how to move forward, but maybe the partnership with you hasn't quite come yet. The second group I mentioned, where they felt left out in the cold, they offer you a relationship and you're rebuilding balance with the Six of Pentacles. You may not have a third party in this scenario, because I'm not seeing there is another person. I can ask, but I think it's going to be different for everyone. Take it as it resonates. And the third group for the Hanged Man, let's pull some oracles for these groups. I feel like I need to use the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reid. So can we have an outcome card for group 1, the Hanged Man, please? Can we have, so just remember your groups for outcomes. Can we have an oracle card for the Hanged Man, please? Capricorn for October 2019. Outcome card, please. Hanged Man. More insight, please, for the Hanged Man. Yeah. Wow, okay. But look, there's a promise of something else, because we've got the Magic Stream, which is a number 9 card. So it's like, maybe that's on hold, but you're going to be getting offered something else. It could even be a work contract. Again, don't forget that Pentacles message where you're building up your money. But there's something very abundant around this. So if you were identifying with group 1, there's something else being offered to you that is going to, like, really, that's not a bad thing. Like, it looks pretty decent. Magic Stream is abundance, you know. And with it being a stream, it's water, it's fluid, it's interchangeable, there's no beginning, there's no end. Like, this is kind of big, if I'm being totally honest with you, so that's awesome. So group for the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles, which I think was group 2, that was the one that is the potential offering of a partnership here that may not have a third party. Can you give more information, oracle card, for that group, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs for October 2019. Can you give insight to the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles? What is the insight, further insight into that, please? Further insight. Oh, I just heard all will be revealed. Oh, I think someone might be getting engaged. Spoiler! I should put that at the beginning. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know this, sorry. I think I might have to, you know, because I feel like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Because I feel like someone may be a bit upset if they're like, why did you not... Oh, I'm going to have to now. Look at this card. Field of Dreams. Oh, look at all the eggs hatching, all the babies, all the little oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to try and count these eggs. It's a number 3 card. There's 3 fairies. Wow, could even be 3 kids. Okay. Field of Dreams. Look at that. Abundance. This is if this has been a long time coming, fair play, because it's like there's something about the moon as well, because I've just seen the moon card. We've got the full moon on the 13th of the month, but I'm just being drawn to that moon. I know it's not full in that picture, but it did draw my eye in. Look out for the 13th of the month. I'm gonna have to put spoiler alert. That's an amazing card. Like, they're telling me I'm missing something. One sec. My nails aren't working to get this card off the desk. One sec. Okay. First of all, we've got 14, 15 butterflies. Hang on. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 15. Which adds up to a 6, which is about harmony and home, stability. Wow. And they're green, which is the colour of the heart chakra. These fairies have been, you know, it's like, I don't know why, but I've got that song, Wishing on a Star. I'm wishing on a star, no matter where you are. I'm wishing on a dream, something, something, something. That song is popping in my head. Maybe it might be worth looking to the lyrics of that, because I feel like there's a message for someone, or more than one of you there. Okay, so let's do the outcome, because this is now getting to like an hour video of me talking. Let's do the insight into the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, the Queen of Wands. What's the insight here? Potentially the twin flame. Might not be. You know, could be the last group that I looked at. They, you know, you guys. I'm gonna have to put spoiler at the. I'm gonna have to. Oh my. Okay, guys. FYI, if you are worried about a third party and you picked that group, which was the Eight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Queen of Wands, which I think was group 3, I think. Was group 2 or group 3? Oh, goodness me. Best to rewind back to check that, because I can't remember if it was group 2 or group 3. There's a message in there for someone. I don't know why, but the fact that I've swapped the groups over, there's a message about that. That party is gone. Bone collector. Boom. Done deal. Absolutely done deal. The clock is going 10 to 2, okay? The fact that it's a 1 and a 2, it could be that before the full moon on the 12th, there is something that you're going to find out about this. But look, it's like there's an alignment here, like the light bulb's gone off, and she's like, right. And can you see there's a rabbit in the background? That's something really significant message for someone there. And the peacock feather, which is someone's also saying about maturity. So maybe that person's finally releasing what is needed to be let go, right? But that's not the end of it. Because you're probably going, well, okay, we knew that from the Eight of Cups. Like, what about me? you know, talking about the Emperor leaving the Queen of Wands or leaving the other party. What about me? Where's my card? I'm so excited. I've got to calm down. Okay, first of all, this is another spoiler. Okay, this is a blatant spoiler. You ready? Oh my. I'm actually, something is just, I'm not joking you. I know I'm going to sound totally melodramatic here. I'm having, my breath is actually being taken away right now and I feel dizzy. So, although I actually can't talk. And if this, like, can I just say, if this is ever, I'm in a situation like this, I'm going to be useless because I can't talk. Wow. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to show you this card again. I'm literally being sucked right into the energy of this card right now. Let's see if I can get it so the light isn't blasting on it. All right, hang on. There we go. Please focus. The stars as well. And the hearts. Oh. Okay, please, if this is you, if someone is getting, like, someone has to let me know. Oh my, and look, and you know, this is the other thing, look. So there's a rainbow that's going into the hand of, looks like the masculine. It's like divine intervention. And then the hands are touching. The hands are touching. It's like union is here. And I've just, oh my, I can't get over this. So look at the bottom. Can you see? There's a key with a little angel wings on it. It's like the key to the heart. You know, the key to their heart. You've got it. It's done. Done deal. Done. That old life is over. Okay, it's done. The arid conditions, the sort of dry conditions. It's over. The drought of love is over. The drought of love is over. I feel like someone's playing sound. No wonder. But guys, I'm so sorry to be this melodramatic, but honestly, can I just say, I feel like there's a lot of energy in these cards. Like, bearing in mind, I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, so just bear that one in mind. I'm an empath and I'm a clairsentient, so I pick up on energy, and I feel like I'm absorbing everyone's energy of excitement as they're getting this news, and I feel like my mind is blown. But this is the card on the bottom of the deck. Like, sacred pool. And can you just also acknowledge, look at the number, the 7 and the 4 is 11. This is twin flame card. I'm actually shaking. This is like, I'm shook. I'm actually shook right now. Right, I'm going to try and pull myself together because I can't. I need to channel. No, I'm going to have to tell you, because this is the thing. I'm going to put a spoiler at the beginning of this video, but I feel like I can't even form a sentence right now. Like, my head is blown. My mind is blown, if I'm totally honest with you. Because it's like at the beginning, it was like, oh, it's never going to happen. I'll be really honest with you. You guys are forced to be reckoned with, because I feel like you've literally, fair play, because it's like your tunnel vision has repelled you to this point. It was like, there's a lot of, and can I just say, I recorded this video on the 10th of the 10th, the 1010 portal, the last 1010 portal of 2000 and, well, the 19th in the sort of the decade. So that makes a 3, and I've just pulled 3 groups. Like, it's a massive abundance manifestation window. So I may have added a little magic in to make sure that you did get what you want. And if you don't want it, then just say you don't want it. This is like, okay, so if you identified with the first part of this reading and you identified with group 2 or group 3, prepare for a change. Yeah, look, the bone collector. Do you remember when I said it was a dry desert? It's like they know. And look, can you see that bird? They know. They've got that acknowledgement. There's that wisdom. Look, they're flying over that maze. That confusion. They're swerving it. I'm taking these cards from the bottom of the deck, all right? So as you can see, the deck is fairly thick, and I'm just pulling them here. And interestingly, the last one is the Gentle Gardener, which is the nurturing card. It's like you've nurtured this. Can you see those butterflies haven't hatched yet, really? They're just sleeping. But then the Field of Dreams, it's been harvested. The timing was right. Okay. Wow. So anyway, if that is you and this happens at the end of October, congratulations from me. I'm buzzing for you because I can feel the energy and it feels pretty good. Amazing. So yeah, hopefully this has been of some help. If it hasn't, then I apologise, but this is a general reading. Yeah, so if you have already subscribed, thank you. It's massively appreciated. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Yeah, just let me know how you get on, and I'm going to be posting tomorrow's video, which is going to be Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye.